Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Cyrus Webb Presents. So glad you guys could be with us once again. For those tuning in on Facebook, on LinkedIn, YouTube, and on X, we're glad you all can be with us. And go ahead and connect with our friends over there on IG so they can be a part of our conversation. And last but certainly not least, going to connect with our friends over on Amazon Live. Really excited about this next segment. It's a guest I've had an opportunity to interview several times, both for our radio audience as well as for our on-camera audience with Cyrus Webb Presents as well. He's making his first appearance with us, though, on Amazon Live. And we're now live on Amazon Live with Cyrus Webb Presents. If you guys are new to us on the Amazon platform, welcome. Make sure you guys do hit that follow button, either here in this corner or down below. And again, as I mentioned, we're excited about today's guest. Actor Jon Chaffin is joining us today. We're going to talk to him not only about his journey in doing what he loves, but I was just saying to him, it's hard to believe I first interviewed Jon 11 years ago. At that time, he was on the popular show The Haves and the Have-Nots, of course, bringing to life war. He's been a part of a lot of great things since then. Want to talk to him about that journey and let you guys know what's coming up. Jon, thank you so much for the time, man. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, appreciate you having me, Cyrus.
Look, man, it's always a pleasure, man. Congratulations, first of all, on all of your success. Jon, as I mentioned, 11 years ago is when I first got a chance to interview you. What has it been like for you to kind of think about this past decade and all you've been able to do?
Man, it's been nothing short of a blessing. You know what I'm saying? I've been grateful to be able to do a lot since we last spoke. It's crazy to even think that it's been 11 years. I'm like,
Yeah,
my God, how fast time has flown by.
right.
But it's been good, man. It's been really, really good. I got some exciting things coming up.
Mhm.
Some stuff that I've been blessed to be a part of, and I'm just happy to be here with you again and talk about it.
Yeah. And so it's so interesting for you, Jon, because you're someone acting is something you've always loved performing. So let me say that performing is something you've always loved. Could you have imagined, though, the life that you have today where literally people know you for the very thing that you love?
Nah, I it's something that I dreamed about when I was a kid. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Just getting on stage, getting on set, performing, telling stories. Having people recognize me for the work is icing on the cake.
Mhm.
I'm not someone who's like out there a lot, so it's still kind of. Um, I'm still a little taken aback whenever I do get recognized
Mhm.
because I do the work and I kind of just leave it, you
Yep.
know. But I'm grateful. It just lets me know that people are rocking with the work and what I'm doing.
Yeah. Yeah. Bobo, go hello to you. Good to see you over there on the Amazon Live platform. BMF is over there on Amazon as well. Of course, that's one of the projects you were a part of as well. Talk to us about what it's like for you, Jon, and slipping to these different characters. I mean, when you're kind of introduced to someone like, as I mentioned, War. I mean, was definitely his own character. He had his own arc really in the in the Haves and Have-Nots world. We saw him one way, and then things definitely took a lot of twists and turns. Anyone who watched the show knows that. But what has it been like for you to kind of slip into the skin of these different characters?
It's fun, It's what we as actors. This is what we do. It's what draws us to the craft. It's being able to put on different shoes and then find out that those shoes are in my closet the whole time. So it's
Mm,
like just peeling back layers of myself, finding out uh, different aspects of myself because each character, each role that I play is a part of me. Although I'm very separate from, a lot of the roles that I've played,
right.
it's fun to be able to step into these other worlds and do things that I can't necessarily do in real life. There's no
Yeah.
consequences in the world of make believe.
Right.
I could run down the street and rob a bank and go home to my family at night, or I can go, defend somebody in a court of law and go back home. So it's just being able to play all these different aspects of myself that is the true gift.
Mm. I think it's so fascinating. One thing I've heard about you, because as I've interviewed you over the years, Jon, of course, I hear other actors mention you, and one thing they talk about is, I mean, is how passionate you are about what you do. What is it like for you to share that screen time with people as equally passionate? Because you've worked with some amazing talent from project to project. What has it been like for you to bring your own passion to it, but also to be around people who also have that same passion?
It's everything, it's a collaborative art form. We can't do it by ourselves,
Mhm.
and to be able to step on stage or on set and share the screen with actors who I've watched growing up, or actors who I watch now and I admire their work,
Right.
is truly a gift. I just try not to, mess up myself.
Yeah.
Try to hold my own, but um, I learn with every story that I tell, every actor, every collaborator that I work with. I'm able to take something away from them
Hmm.
and carry it on with me. Some actors have become lifelong friends of mine from some of the
Hmm.
projects that I've worked on. We become like family, brothers or sisters. So I'm grateful because every time I get a chance to step onto a new set and meet new actors or new producers, new directors, that's an opportunity for me to make a new family member. You know,
Right. Right.
and the icing on the cake, of course, is always being able to collab and to learn and then to grow.
Yeah. For yourself, John, when you kind of think about this experience, and it's so funny in some ways because again, you do bring so much of yourself to each one of these characters. Are you surprised what you get remembered for the most?
Uh, yes and no.
Okay.
Especially when it comes to television or film,
Mhm.
those performances live forever.
Yeah.
And certain audiences gravitate to certain roles, certain characters, certain shows. So I'm always grateful when people gravitate to a particular character that I play or a particular show that I've been on. It lets me know that the work is working,
Right.
um, and I can't control what the audience is going to how they're going to respond to it. Um, so it's always, I wouldn't say a surprise because I usually know when somebody said, "Hey, Ward, hey, man," what I'm saying, or Big Meech, what I'm saying, what's going on,
Right.
man? So it's good to know that people are watching and they're invested in these roles. And a
Hmm.
lot of times as us as actors, especially when it's film and television, we can be removed from it by time it reaches the audience because so much time has passed between when we actually shot it and when it comes out.
Yeah.
So
Right.
yeah, it's good to kind of remember like, oh yeah, I did. Yeah, I remember that. And they'll remember lines, they'll remember,
Hmm.
episodes, so it's fun. It's
Yeah.
good.
You just brought up something, and I have to ask you. I don't think I've asked you this before. What character for you, John, has been the hardest for you to let go of?
Oh man, it was a stage play actually, not even on screen. It was a
Hmm.
stage play I did in 2023, and it was a play called She.
Hmm.
And I was playing a character who was dealing with PTSD from the war. He was also an alcoholic, and that was something that was really hard for me to shake because
Hmm.
it it touched home in a lot of different ways for me and some of my family members.
Yeah.
So when I was stepping to those shoes, um, I was honoring my family, my uncles, who some are not here with me, and their spirit came upon me, you know.
Mm.
So, and let my wife tell it, she was glad when I was over, when I was done with it, because,
Gotcha.
I'm pretty good about, not bringing the work home.
Right.
But that particular one, it just really hit home to me. Yeah.
Mm. Yeah, that's powerful, and it really just goes to show that we never know what character the actor actually connects with the most. I want to say for those
Right.
who are just tuning in, welcome. Y'all are watching Cyrus Webb Presents on Amazon Live. We are simulcasting this on social media, so welcome those tuning in on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, X, and on Instagram. Hello to you, Dina Maddox. I just had a great conversation with her. Deshaun Taylor, hello to you over there on IG as well. We're speaking with actor Jon Chaffin today. We're talking to him about his extraordinary career. I first interviewed John 11 years ago, back in 2014. when he was a part of the hit show on the Oprah Winfrey Network, The Haves and the Have-Nots. He's done so many other great projects and movies since then, including the show BMF. You guys can see there on Amazon as well. Want to let you guys know how to stay connected with Jon and also what's coming up next for him as well. Let's talk about social media, Jon, because you said something that I think a lot of actors I've heard a lot of, especially this year, that you go do what you're going to do, and then you're back to your life. But social media kind of keeps you connected with your audience, also with your industry. What has it been like for you to see how your audience has grown online and offline?
It's been beautiful, you know what I'm saying, because it gives you an opportunity to connect with them, you know, because some people may not ever see me in person. They
Yeah,
may only know me from the roles that I've played. And so when they see some posts or they see me in person, they're like, "Oh man, you nothing like the character that, you know, there's nothing like such and such." And I'm like, "Yeah, no, I'm acting, you know what I'm saying? I'm not
right.
I don't walk around with that with the weight of the world on my shoulders, and I'm not angry all the time, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Or, you know, I'm not a monolith, you know what I'm saying? So it's been really rewarding. I think this day and age with social media has allowed, like I said, the audience to get a closer glimpse of their favorite, you know, artists. You
hmm,
know, I would not lie. I admit I need to do a little bit better about posting and being, you know, on social media so much. But I'm busy living my life. You know what
right,
I'm saying? So I
right,
can have something to bring to the story, to the character,
sure,
because that's the best teacher is life.
right.
But yeah, it's great, man. I'm learning how to uh, take my flowers when they're given to me, because I'm always kind of like, nah, you know, I push it off, and you know, so I'm learning how to do better about, you know, accepting my flowers.
Yeah. I should mention I had a chance to feature Jon in my first book deal. Actually, no, my second book deal. Power Your Life with the Positive. Had a chance to feature Jon's story in there. You'll see a picture of us together holding the book on my Facebook page for those of you on Facebook. And Jon, what has so impressed me though about your journey is that it's very obvious you love what you do, but also that you're a person who really does get into it. You really get into the work that you're involved in. You have people who look up to you. I know you have people you're able to work with, but also people who are coming up under you. In our first interview together back in 2014, I asked you about what advice you have for those, pursuing their own goals and dreams. What are you telling people today when it comes to, especially because the world has changed so much since then, but what do you tell them about the importance of how to pursue their goals and dreams today?
I think it's the same, you know what I'm saying? Go for it. You know what I'm saying? If you have a dream, if you have a goal, you know what I'm saying, it's incumbent upon you to pursue it. You know, anything good comes from God. So he's not gonna put something on your heart that isn't already for you. You know, it's incumbent upon us to go after that. You know what I'm saying? He'll open the doors, he'll put you in the room and the spaces that you're supposed to be in. Now we have to go and do the work. You know what I'm saying? So I'm always trying to encourage younger actors or anyone who asks me for advice, be be about the work. You know what I'm saying? People will gravitate towards your work and
Yeah,
who you are, and be a good person. People like to work with people they like. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Don't be, you know, an energy drainer. Don't be a Debbie Downer, you know what I'm saying, or a negative Nancy.
hmm,
Come ready to collaborate and come with ideas. And if you're someone who is about the craft of acting and storytelling, then you will have a long career,
yeah,
because looks are going to fade. You know, all these things are going to kind of go, but one thing that won't is the craft. That's why you see like Denzel and, you know, Sam Jackson and, you know, Meryl Streep and, you know, all these amazing actors who we've watched since we were young, and they're still doing it. They're still
yeah,
surprising us with the roles that they're taking and the performances that they're giving.
right.
And that's the North Star for me. You know what I'm saying? That's where I hope to continue to go and rise. And the only way I can get there is just by beating on my craft. You know what I'm saying? Really, really being about the business of being an actor and not just being a social media celebrity for, and you can tell when you're on set who's really about the work and who's really or who's just about the moment and being seen.
Right.
So yeah, I always try to pass on that advice. Just be about the work, and what is for you will not pass you by.
That's right. You have such a great body of work that you're building, John, for yourself. Do you still have those wow moments when you kind of think about where you started and where you are today?
Yes, yes, all the time, all the time. I didn't go to Yale School of Drama or Carnegie Mellon. I didn't come up as a quote unquote thespian. I tell people all the time when it comes to acting, I'm from the streets, man. I came up the hard way. I had to go out there and get it. It's not sexy. You know what I'm saying? When you tell people go do some stand-in work, go do some background work. You're
Right.
5 feet from where you want to be. You know what I'm saying? You learn by watching, and if you're on a professional set and you can see how people conduct themselves, then that kind of gives you a glimpse of how you should move. I would always watch the number one on the call sheet because I was like, one day I want to be number one on the call sheet. So I
Mm-hmm.
would watch and see how they move, how they conduct themselves, and see how they command the set. And that to me is the most important. And when I look back at how far I've come from, me being a audience member or a stand-in on Monique's show back when she had her talk show, and being an extra on Yo Mama on MTV, and then doing indies in Atlanta, and then moving on. There was a time when I was like, man, I want the alphabet network on my resume, which is ABC, NBC, CBS, Fox.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted those on my resume. It let me know that okay, you're really professional. And so now that I've accomplished that, I'm always working and looking at what's the next. Okay, what haven't I done that I can push myself towards? And I do take a step back and I say, man, thank God that I didn't quit. Thank God that you know when those times was hard and I was eating on ramen noodles, and I was doing deliveries and doing security and all that. I just kept beating on my craft, and now I'm in a position where this is how I feed my family. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? This is how I take care of myself. I was able to come out here and buy a home for my family off
Mm-hmm.
of my work. So I'm grateful. You know what I'm saying? I'm really really grateful, and that's also what keeps me humble because I remember how far I've come, and I'm like I don't want to go back to that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to go back to having to do all these side gigs and hustle. You know what I'm saying? I love where I'm at, and I want to
Right.
continue to grow.
Right. So, with that being said, and that growth continuing, then what should our audience be on the lookout for that you can tell us about, John?
Right now I'm here in Atlanta. We're shooting the second season of The Art from Detroit, which I'm really, really excited about. We got some really great stuff coming up in this season. I've been reading the scripts and I'm like, oh man, audience is going to be blown away. So if you didn't catch the first season, do yourself a favor and go watch it right now. It's on BET Plus
Mm-hmm.
and also on BET. You can catch the first season. We're filming right now. I just last year wrapped the new season of P Valley,
Mm,
which is going to be coming out soon. So I'm really excited about that as well because that's a very interesting character that I got to play on there.
mm-hmm.
And then I'm looking for the next stage play, man. I want to get back on stage. Like
Nice.
that's where I live. That's where I eat. That's where I really get my joy. You know what I'm saying? Is being on stage. So if anybody from the Lions Theater is listening, holla at your boy. 'Cause I'm trying to get on the stage. You feel me?
There you go. There you go.
Yes, yes.
John, man, it is always a pleasure. Jon Chaffin, everyone, is our guest, an individual who's been so generous with his time with me over the past decade. My very first trip out to Los Angeles, when I was covering an event, had a chance to meet him in person for the very first time, and he's just like he seems right now. This is the same guy that I've met there a decade ago. So make sure you guys are staying connected. John, let them know the best place to be able to find you, man.
Yeah, man, you can catch me on IG, Jon Chaffin, Facebook, Jon Chaffin, Threads. I'm not on Twitter or TikTok. I know I need to, get all that, but it's just too much stuff out here to
Too
be
much.
out there.
I get it.
I can't be on my phone all day. You know what I'm saying? I gotta
Right.
be doing some work. But yeah, best
Yeah.
place would be Facebook or IG.
Got it. And Deshaun Taylor says, such an amazing actor. I totally agree with that, Deshaun. Congratulations again to you, John, on all this success. I'm looking forward to our next chat together, man.
Thank you, Cyrus. I'm looking forward to it as well, man. You stay blessed.
I appreciate it. You as well. And we thank your audience for tuning in to another great segment of Cyrus Webb Presents. Until next time, you'll make it a great one. We'll talk to you soon. Take care.
Peace.